Welcome to NCRT's live interaction. This is Simran Singh. You all are watching us on PM eVidya channel number 6 to 12, or you might also connect with us through our YouTube channel that you all are well aware of. It is NCERT official. It's about 4 PM on your watch, and it's time for our special session that we call webinar, and it's going to be more special than ever, as today we are going to discuss about the journey of National ICT Awardee. Now, just providing you a glimpse of who National ICT Awardees are. They are actually resource persons of the nations who have contributed in nation building. How? By introducing new interventions in the field of teaching and learning through ICT. And we come up with such personalities to inspire all of you from their journey. Now, the awaited moment is who is the recipient of National ICT Award joining with us in this session. So, we are joined by Ms. Neeraj Punia. Namaskar, ma'am. Welcome to NCRT's live interaction. Ma'am is a TGT chemistry serving at a DAV public school. Gurugram has joined in from Haryana. If you have any of the questions, feel free to reach out to us in the comment box of NCRT official. Apart from that, we also have our mail ID on your screen. So if any of your questions are left unanswered regarding ma'am's journey, so feel free to write to us at training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. Besides, we also have our contact number for all of you. You may also call us at 8800440559. So, Ms. Neeraj, let's get started with your journey. I am eagerly waiting for that.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, first of all, I thank to CIT NCRT for providing me such an opportunity that I can share my journey as an ICT awardee with all of you. So, here I start. So my journey as an ICT awardee with my students, I'm going to share that. And I would like to share my schooling, my college, everything I would like to share with all of you. So here I will start that my schooling was done from Jagrao. Jagrao is in Punjab, district Ludhiana. So very small place it is. So I have spent my school life in Jagrao. This is my school in 1988. I had done my matriculation. My school name was Adarsh Kanya Vidyalaya, Jagrao. So this is only for girls. It was only for girls. So after that, from Jagrao only, I have done my graduation as well as post-graduation. 1995, I have done my post-graduation from the Government College of Science, Education and Research, which is also situated in Jagrao, district Ludhiana, Punjab. So this is another great thing which I would like to share with all of you, that I was a topper of the university, and my name is being displayed on the display board of the college campus. So after that, this is the gold medal I received on being the topper of the university, and my certificate is also there. Then after that, 1996, I got married, and then in 2007, I joined my school, DAV Public School, Sector 14, Gurugram. So I'm currently working in same school only. So fortunately, it has a very good infrastructure. So lot of things I have learned from my school. So after that, in 2011, first of all, I attended the workshop being conducted by Ma'am Rashmi Kathuria on the use of ICT tools in teaching learning. So in this workshop, I learned many tools like creating photo stories, creating blog, creating workspaces, creating mind maps, creating slideshows. So many tools I learned in this workshop. And you won't believe, before attending the workshop, I was not aware of any tool, such kind of tool that we can use these tools in our teaching learning. I was like only that we are able to create the question paper, we are able to frame the questions and the question paper or the assignments only. So before attending the workshop, I was not knowing any ICT tool. So this was the workshop. After that, once I learned all these tools, I felt that these are very interesting if we use all these tools with our teachers as well as with our students also. So then this is the first session I conducted as a resource person within my own school. And To conduct the session, I created again the workspace, which is the main thing, main tool I have learned from that workspace, that workshop. So I created this workspace on which we asked the teachers to join this workspace, and we also shared all those tools which I have learned in my workshop. And believe me, all the teachers were so happy to learn those tools, that they said ki why we have not used such interesting, so innovative tools before in our teaching learning. They learned how to create the interactive worksheets, the presentations, everything. Earlier, they used to create the presentation by taking the photograph from internet, from Google, and then they use the photographs in their presentation. Now we have learned that no, why to use the resources which are available on the Google? Why don't we create our own resources? Then we started clicking the photographs, original photographs, and then used those photographs in making our presentation. So this is kind of big change that we have learned after that. Then after sharing that tools and how we can use those tools, I created the workspace for my students now. So this is the time that when I have learned so many tools, I have to use those tools with my students. Then created the workspace with my students of class 7, class 8, class 9 at that time. Then I embedded all the things which I have learned in those workshop, embedded mind maps. I know how to use the mind map. I embedded presentations, and you can see this is the presentation as well as the mind map which is being embedded on the workspaces. Then this is the videos which are being embedded on the workspace. Earlier, what is the other way to show the video to the student if we want to want to share any content with the student? Then only one thing, that we download the video and then we have to showcase it in the classroom. This was the only way. But now the whole criteria, whole way has been changed. So what is being done now? After we created the workspaces, we started embedding those presentations, those videos directly to our workspace. And what is the benefit of that? Children staying at home, they can watch those videos, they can watch those presentations, and then they can go through the content again at home. And it was totally at their own pace. Whenever they feel like that they want to revise, they have watched the videos and watched the mind maps and everything. Means now the learning process becomes so interesting that once whatever comes in our mind, we think that I wish to share this content with my students, and immediately that content is being shared with the students. So only thing is that we have to think first of all that which content we need to share. So this is the another interesting thing which I have learned, creating the comic strip. The tool which I used to create this comic strip was Pixton. And after that, I started exploring the tools, that which another tools I can use with my students, I can share with my friends, and it could be very beneficial for their learning and understanding. So this is a comic strip created on a topic of neutralization reaction. Being a chemistry teacher, I used to find out that which tools can be used in my teaching learning which are helpful for making the students to understand the chemistry concept. And once they understood, they should be able to apply those concepts. So this was my main aim after that. Then after creating this comic strip, you won't believe that children were so happy, and it was totally motivating thing for me that they started sharing comments with me that the ma'am videos shared by you are amazing, excellent. And after that they started putting questions to me on the workspace itself. They asked that they have some difficulty in balancing chemical equations, something like that. Then they asked me, ma'am, please try to find out such link if we can practice balancing chemical equation on our own. Here I would like to share this workspace which is thankfully still it is working. Otherwise, all the workspace which I have created has been deleted, or I don't know what happened to them. So this is the workspace which I created for my students of class 8. So all the practice assignments, revision assignments, presentation, the topics, everything, whatever we are being doing in the classroom, that photographs have been shared with the students and the workspace. And here I have embedded the link of the balancing chemical equation. Children just click this link and a new chemical reaction automatically will come on the screen and they can practice balancing chemical equation. So they get benefited a lot with such type of tools. I have shared, all the children ask me, ma'am, whatever the UT paper, the question paper, please share that question paper again with us. So whatever was their requirement at that time has been shared with the students, and it was means two-way process. As much as I enjoy by sharing my tools with the students, I felt the same way the students were also enjoying the same way. They were also learning so many things, and it was quite means they are enjoying learning, fun way learning for them. Then after that, they started sharing their work with me, with teachers, on the workspace itself. Earlier, what was the way? If we ask the student that in a group you have to create a presentation or any topic, then how to collect the presentation from the student? We ask the student to bring it in pen drive and then give the pen drive to us. Then we will use it or download it. Now it becomes totally very easy. By creating the workspace, we ask the student to just upload, keep uploading your presentation on that workspace only. And you won't believe, all the groups, means the total detail of all the groups have been there, and they were able to see each other presentation. It was like a collaborative learning. If one student has prepared the presentation of crystallization, another group has prepared the presentation of evaporation, third group on some another topic, they all were able to see each other's presentation. And it was a kind of collaborative learning, Another set of the students which have shared their presentation on the same workspace. Then after that, I learned to create the interactive worksheets. So why I'm calling them as interactive worksheets? Because this is not simply a question answer type worksheets. It's not like that. It is something like that. In chemistry, if the students are performing the practical, the experiment in the classroom, then it should not go wasted. It should not be like that they have done and then after that they will forget that experiment when they go back home. We created such worksheets that the content, the things which they are using in performing the practical, I have given the picture of those material, iron filling, sulfur powder, and then in paint I have mixed them. I have shown that this becomes now the mixture. So by just looking at the image, here this image is playing a vital role in making them to understand that, okay, this is talking about the mixture. Then they are supposed to perform the experiment. After performing the experiment, this interactive worksheet, the space is given within the worksheet. They are supposed to fill their observation after performing the experiment within the worksheet. Once they fill the observation, they can get the result on their own. Means my job was only to create the interactive worksheet. That's it. And my job was only to instruct them that, okay, you just mix it and observe. And now you do it and observe. Now, whatever was their observation, they started noting down in this worksheet and they got the result themselves. So that's why I'm calling them interactive worksheet, because they learned on their own by just creating this worksheet. Just only thing which I have to do, that I have to think upon. I should create such type of worksheet so that the children can learn on their own. This is another worksheet on same pattern created to learn some another topic of chemistry. After that, it was time that I started creating videos videos by clicking the photographs of the experiments being done in the classroom, and then that video is being uploaded on YouTube. And also, after creating those photographs, after creating those videos, some important concepts also, like difference between elements and compounds. What is the basic difference between element and compound? Based on that concept, created the videos and shared it on the YouTube again. So again, the children can benefit by looking or by watching those videos. Then this is something that created mind maps. Mind maps is a great tool to review any topic. Any topic, rather the whole chapter, I can say, can be reviewed by this, by creating this mind map. Another thing, now the crossword means, again, this is the time when the children have learned the concepts by looking the videos, by having a look at presentations, at videos, at presentations and videos and interactive worksheets. Now, how should I assess them, that whether they have learned something or not? So again, assessment was not being done in the same way that I will be giving the questions to them and they are supposed to write down the answers. The assessment was being done in the form of crosswords. I gave them the crossword type of worksheets. Okay, now if we have learned this much, this is the simple, or you can enjoy this. And you know, children enjoy solving these crossword puzzles. Means it was a time when I used to enter in the class and the children said ki what next, ki aaj kya hoga ma'am, aaj kya karenge. So it was a great moment for me कि अगर मैं क्लास में गई और बच्चों ने बोला कि आज क्या, आज हम मतलब they were aware कि we will be definitely doing something different. Then another important thing which somewhere make my students more disciplined also, in disciplined in the way while they're performing the experiment. How they become disciplined? Because when they used to perform any activity in the classroom, I used to click the photograph of their content and used to click the photograph of the students. So now they know that they will be getting clicked. So they started behaving disciplined and they themselves started asking me कि ma'am हमारा group रह गया, please come here and also click our photograph. We would like to show it to our parents, because they know कि once I click the photograph, I will definitely I'm going to upload it on my workspace. If these are the experiments the students have done in the class today. So they means felt कि we would like to show it to our parents कि this is how everybody is doing the experiment in the classroom. So this is another way that by use of ICT, my children are learning the new things, they are retaining the things, the concepts, and I found really that they are becoming disciplined also. So after sharing the this photographs on workspace, here it was the online project, the total online project which I created for class 8 on the topic of synthetic fibers, friends or foes. And this total online project was created by my team of 6 students, and everything was done by these 6 students. These 6 students, one of them was acting as an editor, another was acting as a writer, one was photographer, one was IT head, one was coordinator. So they all means decided their role and they started working on that project. They thought of कि they will conduct the survey among the people कि what do they use. They prefer use of synthetic fibers or they prefer use of natural fibers. They conducted survey and they have done the analysis, online analysis of that, and then they shared it with those people because it was an online project. And then they created the presentation to make the people aware of harmful effect of the synthetic fibers, because the way it is being dumped, it is also very harmful. Then they took the interview also from the person who is working in the textile industry. So they really worked hard at that time. And then at last they mention also special thanks about everyone. So this was the total turning point means you can say when I started using ICT tools in my teaching learning. So we submitted this project of synthetic fibers strands of hope, and then this project secured the position among top 10%. This project, I got to know that maybe I can apply for award, and I applied for the award by sharing my this project. And after that, these were those unforgettable memories in my life that I received the award finally. And these are some glimpses of those unforgettable memories in my life. Ministry of HRD has provided me this medal as well as this certificate. And there's also a very important, they used to create the citation booklet. I would especially mention here that every ICT award is being present there in the citation booklet, and they are citing about that which type of work we have done based on which we have received that award. So this is, again, I'm very much thankful for that. After gaining the award, now I became more confident and felt more motivated that I should explore more and more new tools. So I अब मैं और जोर शोर से लग गई कि अब मुझे और भी tools use करने हैं, and I started exploring such type of tools कि okay, this is beneficial in this way. I should use this tool for my students so that they can get benefited of that. Here I would like to showcase this specifically. Can you see this image? Yes. So I would like to specially mention the use of ICT. This was a centrifuge machine. We used to perform the experiment with to explain the concept of centrifugation. So earlier, what is the way of showing the centrifuge machine to the student? We keep the machine and we ask the student to come one by one to have a look on that machine and that device, that apparatus, and then we can tell them that how it is being used. Now, by the use of ICT, see, we just clicked the photograph of that machine, shared it with whole class, and at one go, all the students were able to see that machine. So this is how use of ICT was time saving also. And everybody has a good look on that machine, and they learned how to make use of that machine, and they worked upon that. So this is how, by use of ICT, I told so many benefits which I observe personally, that students become more disciplined, they started retaining the things for longer time, and they become disciplined also. Now, these are the few certificates which I received by attending various workshops and sometimes conducting also the workshops. And I would like to specially showcase these few certificates where I was a mentor teacher for the science exhibition, where the students, they have to create any project for science exhibition, and the theme of their exhibition was use of ICT in learning. So my students also created the workspace, and this time I used to create the workspace only for the students of one class. Children were one step ahead me, and they created the workspace for 2-3 classes. And the new things which I learned now from the student was that they started embedding the jokes, the games in their workspace. And obviously I was there with them, that I have to be with them, what they are sharing, what they are uploading. And I was totally surprised ki how they are carrying out the things. One child was sharing ki I have difficulty in this. On the same time, after 1 hour, the child created the video and shared it. Okay, you can solve your problem in this way. Means I was so enthralled with this type of project ki okay, they are doing such a great thing. So this was the project created by the student for science exhibition, for whom I was the mentor teacher. And then they conducted the video conferencing session with some this type of
Well,
children,
these
those
are
who are
interesting
not.
segments of your journey that you are sharing with us. Here, I would just like to inform all our viewers that we have still 30 minutes left in this webinar session where we are discussing about the journey of National ICT Awardee 2013. We are joined by Mrs. Neeraj Punia. Viewers, if you have any of the questions, feel free to reach out to us in the comment box of NCERT Official. Ma'am would be more than happy to answer all your questions. Ma'am, you may proceed.
Thank you, ma'am. So this was the another science project of which I was a teacher mentor, and again the use of ICT was like that. They created the spray, and they have shown that the spray which they have created is totally chemical free, and they have noted the growth of the plant. They created the video, the presentation. Otherwise it was quite difficult how they can show the growth of the plant. So it was the use of ICT only that they were able to showcase the growth of their plant by use of their spray, and it was the total proof. So this project was also the prize winner. Now after that, I used to have developed some content, some toys, some games, and curriculum development for CBSE class 3 also. So this was the acknowledgement which I have received after creating those content, and I would like to share now. Means ICT, by I've written something in those books, I have applied things. So this is what I feel very important. Ki when you read or learn something, please do apply that with your students. Then only it will be benefited in both ways. So this was the game which I have designed in that book, and this simple musical chair. Children was supposed to run around the chairs, and then and you know which music was going on. The music was on periodic table. Means it was totally fun learning, and the audio was playing of periodic table. They were listening the song, they were listening the name of the elements, and the game was like they were putting the charge, and when the music stops, they have to sit on that chair for which the element is possessing that charge. So this way they are revising the things and they are learning new things. Another game, Tarsia puzzle. They have to match the formula and the name of the compound. So another game means created in Tarsia puzzle, to print out of that and given to the students. Then another beautiful tool, it is h5p.org. We can create interactive videos, interactive presentations, and the flashcard, everything on this. And interactive videos means children can watch the video on their pace, and within the video there are some questions which they are supposed to answer. So how I make use of these content? First I created, and then I make use, embedded all those links of the content on my OneNote this time. Children click the link, they watch the content, and on their own they were being assessed also, because within the video, within the presentation, there are the questions. So they were able to solve those questions, and especially I asked the student, ki once you are doing that, please send a screenshot to me so that I can get the assurance that you people are doing it. And children are following all the instructions, because they know if they will follow the instruction, definitely I am going to share something new with them. So these are the glimpses of some workshops which I conducted, and this is a collaborative product with another country, and this is the beauty of the ICT tool, that under one portal both the countries have shared their work. This is the another tool which I used for my students, Padlet. In this tool, I created again all the experiments. Only the experiments are at one portal. The Padlet is like a wall, and on that wall, all the experiments are being displayed. Now, when we continue with my so many tools, using tools, and the children are enjoying, now it was the time that pandemic struck, and we have to switch over to online class. So online classes also, I felt that it is so, means children and started enjoying, because I used to share the original photograph with them. This time when the children, they are not going to school, they are not going to their school labs, then used to share the photograph which I have clicked in my school lab with the student. You see, this is how we conducted the experiment last to last year. If मतलब ये था कि अगर तुम लोग भी लैब में जाते तो ये लोग ये सब कुछ देखते. So this is how उनको बड़ा अच्छा लगता था कि ओके मैम ऐसे करके एक्सपेरिमेंट हुआ. मीन्स उनको मतलब इतना अच्छा लगा कि कोई स्टोरी सुना रही हो जैसे मैं उनको कि अच्छा इट वाज हैपनिंग लाइक दिस. मीन्स दे स्टार्टेड एंजॉयिंग दिस. And obviously we all face this thing ki children at times they means become dull also. They mean they stopped interacting with the teacher. They stopped doing that. Then another tool I used to grab their attention, it is the Mentimeter. I asked the children that they now everyone, I want the attention, everyone has to write down the name of the any anions and cations. So they were quite happy and it was new thing for them. They had seen कि whatever they are writing on their phone or system, immediately it was appearing on my screen. So they immediately thought कि okay, whatever we are doing, it is being reflected on ma'am's screen. It means we have to pay attention, we have to showcase ourselves कि yes ma'am, we are sitting there and we are listening. So this is another tool that okay. So I used to conduct these type of quizzes, Kahoot, Mentimeter during my online class so that I can get this assurance ki okay, they are sitting there and they are listening to me and they are paying attention to whatever I am sharing with them. After that, this was the another important thing. See, we are providing the content with the student on online classes. How to get the assurance ki yes, they are also doing the thing. How to get the assurance ki yes, sitting on the other side they are also learning something. For that, during the online class only, in chat box I shared the link of Padlet with them and I asked them, I would like to definitely share this link of Padlet. So this was the link which I have shared with the student in chat box ki okay, this is the Padleting and you all have to share your work in this link. And you can see everybody started sharing their work because they know ki ma'am will share everything with our parents ki we are learning or we are not learning. So they started sharing everything and it was means I felt happy, means my purpose, I felt successful ki okay, I wished to get this assurance ki children sitting on another side, are they really learning or they are just logged in, they are just logged in and doing something else. But by this activity I got to know ki no, they are learning. This is the another thing now. Numericals, how to means earlier in offline classes, how to do the numericals, we are taking round in the classroom and we are asking, we are doing the correction then and there only. This time again same thing I have done. I said ki I will be giving you the questions and you are supposed to write down the answers in your register and upload it immediately. And see, they have done that. They have solved the numerical, they shared their written work, shared everything with me and said, and they were so active at that time ki ma'am, mine work is left, please check mine, please check mine, please check mine. Means it was really, I felt here also very successful ki okay, what I wished to provide to my students, they are learning on the same pace. Then another
So that was a
important
kind
because
of instant feedback from the end of students.
yes ma'am, sure.
An example
And
of a really good teacher set by you.
thank you so much ma'am. See, otherwise what is the main thing right now in online classes, we are doing our best, all the teachers are doing best, but how to get the assurance ki children sitting on another side, are they really learning? So I thought of ki how I can make use of this tool. So immediately I thought and I said ki within this time span, if you will share, then it means you are learning with me. And now experiments. How the experiments to be taken care of while the online classes are going on. So we shared the okay, you can create now your own apparatus by cutting the bottles, by making them use as a flask and the funnel and everything. And see, you won't believe again, children have performed the experiment and they turned on their cameras and they were ready to show ki ma'am, see, I have created the, and this was the experiment to make them understand the topic of concentration of solution. And I asked them ki okay, I wish all of you to turn on your camera, those who have done the experiment. And they all turned on their camera and they have shown their activity ki ma'am, I have done. And immediately when 7 to 8, 9 to 10 cameras were on, they were able to identify, okay, ma'am, we have understood. He has prepared the concentrated solution and he has prepared the dilute solution. So this is the beauty of this ICT tool. Ki, okay, please do it. Turn on simply, otherwise children are not willing to do whatever we wish them to do. But they immediately have done that and shared their result with us.
So that is a clear form of difference that we can see in the current form of teaching and learning and in the process when we used to study. Like teacher used to come and they deliver their monologues and then they leave the classes. But there's another way of doing your job, and that is how you did it.
Yeah, ma'am, really means this is both way. As much as if I enjoy my teaching, only then my children will enjoy. And I always have to think upon in my mind ki how I can make use of these tools so that my children can also get benefited from that. Ultimate goal is that they should get benefit from that, whatever the tools I am using. And I somewhere wish this want to get that assurance. Yes, they are doing. So this is the another thing. If we have to use the chemicals, then what is the another way to use the chemicals? This is a brilliant online tool, OLabs. So the OLabs, they created the beautiful simulation. I shared those simulation with the students, and then I asked them to perform those simulations, and again given my interactive worksheets to them, and I asked them, once you perform those simulation, note down the result and fill the result in these worksheets. They shared those solved worksheets with me. Then the content on Diksha app as well as was shared with the student, as well as we used to create the folders, week-wise folder, and week-wise folder we are providing the content to them. So means every time 24/7 the content is available with the students. So after being in this journey for learning and understanding and performing experiments, we have done the assessment of the students in the way written examination. We have done the correction and is being shared with the students. Then I conducted online workshop also from 26th of June 2020 to 30th 6 2020. So in this workshop, now it was time to share among all our teacher friends, colleagues, that which tools we are using. They can also use those tools in their teaching learning, and it was a mutual understanding. Means we have, being a source person, also learned so many things from our teacher friends and also shared our knowledge with our teacher friends. So it was mutual understanding. We shared it together. After that, I got an appreciation letter from my ma'am principal, Aparna ma'am, for which I am thankful to her. And learning can be from anywhere. So I used to learn so many tools on Microsoft portal, and I am Microsoft Innovator Educator Expert for last 7 years, trainer as well. And this is something I have been appointed to do the judgment, e-Raksha judgment in 2020. So for which I have received this certificate, as well as the quiz also I received. Then these are few live sessions which I conducted with CIT and CRT, for which I am very much thankful again. Okay, this is something new which I would like to share. This is the app AR Draw. AR means augmented reality. This is something I means now I'm in a process of learning this thing. Augmented reality means we can create the object in this surrounding in three-dimensional, and we can visualize that structure, that object in three-dimensional in our surrounding. So my students used to always say ki how it can possible ki this is and that is a similar structure. I said you can turn around and just see ki this is the similar. How to turn around? How to showcase them? I asked them to use this app and I told them to draw the structure. I have given the formula to them ki use this and draw it. And they used it and they have drawn the structure and they visualize it themselves ki yes ma'am, now we have understood ki if we look it from this side or we go on another side and it is the same structure, means in three-dimensional it is the similar. So they are able to visualize simple hydrocarbons in three-dimensional structure. So I am working upon it nowadays, and I wish that I'm trying to find out ki how more things I can incorporate so that my children can visualize means the chemistry concept in three-dimensional. And I think this is a beautiful tool which is not applicable only in chemistry, it is equally applicable in mathematics also, if they wish to draw some cubes and something like that, three-dimensional structure. So this is a great tool which is further to be explored. Yes, and this is the important, very useful, which I observed nowadays. Now, why I'm saying nowadays? Because uh, almost the syllabus is being done in the classes. Now, the revision work is to be done. Earlier, I have used Padlet. On Padlet, I asked them to send the work, but I was not able to edit that Padlet immediately. I need something that if they are showing their work to me, I should be able to edit it. I should be able to give the feedback immediately to my students. So I used this OneNote tool, and on this OneNote tool, I have given the student the, can you see this? I'm zooming in. Yes. Children are asked to write down the answers, and once they have written the answer, they told me that they have written the answer, and immediately I was able to edit it and give the feedback. And they were really so smart, children of nowadays, so smart. They have just copy pasted and started typed. Immediately they have given me the answer ki ma'am, we have done, please check. See, they have done the work, and side by side editing was being done, and they got the real-time feedback. Yes, we will improve this, and if we have done the mistake, ma'am, we will not repeat it. And this is why I was happy that my children are revising on same pace on which I wish. So at last, I wish my journey is still on. I'm deeply grateful to all my family members, my husband, my daughter, my son. My son is my real guru. At the time of when I attended the workshop, तो मुझे बहुत घर आके लगता था कि अब ये कैसे करूंगी, ये कैसे होगा. तो ही सेड कि देखो क्या चाहिए मम्मी. मैंने कहा आई जस्ट विश कि यहाँ से यहाँ आ जाए. कहते यहाँ से आ जाए मतलब कॉपी पेस्ट मतलब फाइंड आउट फ्रॉम वेयर यू कैन कॉपी एंड पेस्ट इट, दैट्स इट. आई सेड कि तुम कर दो मेरे लिए. देन ही सेड कि नहीं, डू इट योरसेल्फ, आई विल नॉट डू एनीथिंग फॉर यू, डू इट योरसेल्फ. Then means I'm deeply grateful to my family members. I'm deeply grateful to my in charges of that time when I have attended the workshop and I started making use of these tools. Ma'am Reena Sharma ma'am and my principal ma'am of that time, Anita Bakkar ma'am, I'm really grateful to them who motivated me so much that I was confident that I can do. And I'm really grateful to my current in charges, I'm Jyoti Sharma ma'am, and my current principal, Abanari ma'am, and to all my dear friends, colleagues, I'm deeply grateful to all of them, because of which I'm feeling so much motivated, and they means like ki Neeraj ma'am, something if you can share, like it is mutual understanding, mutual thing. So I'm deeply grateful to all of them. Then this is especially for all my dear students. A big, big thank for all my dear students, because of which whom I am learning, and I am also learning, I'm also learning because of them. And at last, my big thank to CIT NCRT, because of which I have got such a big opportunity that I means I recollected all the things which I have done, and they provided me this opportunity that whatever you have done, please share it with everyone. Otherwise, we are like कि ठीक है, हो गया काम कर लिया, शेयर करना होता है, नहीं करना होता नहीं होता. So this is really big thanks to CIT NCRT, who means the people, Behra sir and Angela ma'am, who recognized us and who gave us the opportunity that we can share our journey with all of them. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for connecting with NCRT. Actually, it's an honor to have you in this conversation with us. Well, we are still left by around 8 minutes in this session. Anything else you would like to share with our viewers, with all our school leaders who are watching this session, or we might proceed to the questions?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to share this thing ki whenever, you see, we are in a teaching profession, and we are supposed to, means we are there ki we are attending the workshops, we are conducting the workshops. So this is what I would like to say to everyone ki whenever we are attending any workshop, we whatever we learn from those things, those workshops, or maybe from internet, whatever we are learning those things, we should definitely apply those learnings with our students. Only then there's a benefit of attending those workshops or knowing some extra information. See, if we do not apply our knowledge with our students, then it is of no use. It is of no use. Now, means if I share something ki mostly teachers are saying ki how do we get this confirmation ki our students are learning at same pace at which we are doing, at which we are teaching. It is really difficult, and rather it is just impossible ki how to get to know from them. But if we find out some tools, and then we understand, we learn how to make use of those of tools in our teaching learning, then our work is done. We know that if we have used this, we have shared something with our students, and the students are also learning, doing their work, sharing with us. So we get to know this confirmation ki yes, we are teaching, they are learning. And sometimes nowadays they are so smart, we are also learning from them. And don't be shy to learn anything from our students also, because they are really very smart. So that's why make your teaching like that the children should also enjoy it, and they would be feeling like that ki theek hai, whatever ma'am will say, we'll do. It should be like that type of relationship.
Thank you for sharing these beautiful flowers from your bucket of knowledge with us and your life journey. That has really inspired a lot out there because of the beautiful comments pouring in the comment section. Many people are saying that it has been a wonderful and a productive session. Very much to learn from your journey. Just a slight question for you as we are discussing about your journey. Being a recipient of National ICT Award for the year 2013. Why do we say that ICT is the need of the hour? For example, whether it's a computer teacher, or it's a science teacher, it's a mathematics teacher. These interventions are must. They are the need of the hour to be included in the current teaching and learning process. Why do we say that? If you could provide a glimpse to our audience about that.
Yes, ma'am, sure. See, can we imagine our online classes without the use of ICT tools?
Hard to.
We can never imagine.
Yeah.
And is the teaching is only that we are sharing the videos with the students, we are sharing the presentation with them? Are they are not so smart that they can watch the videos on their own? Means these are the ICT tools only with which It's a mutual learning taking place. We are giving such tools, we are using such tools that we wish the children should do this. They are doing everything. They are experimenting. They are giving the answer to the questions. They are solving the puzzle. They are writing their answers, sending to us. Can we imagine that this could be possible without use of ICT tools?
Hard to think of that.
Not possible at all. And if I say this is the education system only which did not stop at all during the pandemic, all the students get promoted to their next classes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is the beauty of use of these ICT important tools which all the teachers are learning and sharing with their students. So this is a very big important role of ICT in our teaching learning.
Well, you mentioned about this mutual approach, the need of conversation with a child so that we get to know what he or she is thinking, where are the areas they are not feeling comfortable. So I would like you to please inform our viewers that why this dialogue is really required in a classroom scenario between a teacher and a student.
Nowadays, the word mutual means if I am providing something to the students, I wish my students to learn at same pace. Only then I will feel ki my work is done. Otherwise, I will not feel ki my work is done. That's why the mutual understanding should be there. So, and definitely I would like to get this assurance from my students ki yes, they are learning. And how would I get this assurance? That this is not like I am providing the questions to them and they will be answering. That is not the mutual understanding. Mutual understanding is that if I am saying to them, please do this, perform this simulation at home and give the result to me. I have not explained anything to them. I have just provided one tool to them. You perform the simulation and note down the result. And you know, when next day they attend my class and they said, they tell ki ma'am, I have performed the simulation, but it was not working at that moment. Some another child immediately say, ma'am, mine was working. Then it means, so immediately we are started getting response of the student. Third say, ma'am, I think I have performed it on my phone. That's why it was stuck over there. Next say, ma'am, I have performed it on my laptop and it was working perfectly. Means this is the mutual understanding. I know that they are sitting at home and they are also learning. So this is a mutual understanding by providing just an ICT tool to them. I get an assurance.
Thank you so much. We are just left by 1 minute in this session and I would like you to inform us, surprises, any one message that you have for all the young teachers out there who are trying hard in the field of ICT. They might not be tech savvy, but at least they are trying.
My one message is that to all the teachers, and that please don't think that it is a very difficult task. And believe me, you just explore these ICT tools. It will save you a lot of time and you will be enjoying and you will be overwhelmed that the children started paying attention and learning and started retaining the things for longer time, and they would really enjoy our class. So don't be afraid of using these ICT tools. Please explore them and try to use those ICT tools as you wish to use with your students.
Thank you so much, and with that words I would like to end this session. Thank you so much, Ms. Neeraj Punia ji, for connecting with us in this particular session where you have showed about your journey to all our viewers and really inspired them. We really enjoyed this session. It has been wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you to all the viewers who connected with NCERT, and stay connected. We'll be back with our upcoming session, that is Sahyog. Namaskar.